One of my most memorable times while I was stationed in Kuwait doing Desert Storm and Desert Shield. So as we drove around the Gulf Road, that all the apartments that were facing the Gulf, with the water itself, had sandbags. They were bunkers. They were made to be bunkers. So there was guns or there were sandbags in the windows because the enemy thought that we would come up the Gulf to take the city by water. And so therefore they had hunkered down inside of the apartments that were facing the Gulf. And we continued our trip all the way around to the tall spike, the 3 spikes that you see in Kuwait City on photos and pictures now, the balls, they call them the big 3 balls. We went to that far, and across the street from the towers was the American Embassy. So when we saw the American Embassy, we turned around, made a U-turn, and we started our trip back. And when we started our trip back, we pulled over on the beach area of the Gulf, and some of my soldiers got out and they began to explore to see what was going on the beach. And on that beach, the engineers had went through and cleaned that area. The landmines were there, in other words. And there was like hundreds of landmines in this pile, and a little further down in another pile, and another pile, all the way down the length of that beach area and that recreational area out of Kuwait City. And as we came back and we exited the city limits of Kuwait City and we was gonna leave it behind us, and that's when these large crowds of people, began to chirp and be happy and waving the flag and showing the picture of the president at the time, President Senior George Bush. They were just happy and they were elated that their enemy had been evicted. We had helped them do it, and they were showing their gratitude to us by being there for us and really, standing maybe almost on a parade route. But that was one of my most memorable times.